What's up, J family? Back again with another reaction video. Another game. And this is another 7 mystery riddles. Only the smartest 5% can solve. At least it's 5% now. Last time it was 1%. And I only got really 1 right. So hopefully I do better. Let's do it. Let's play. Let's play.
The smartest 5% can solve. Well, that lets me out, huh?
Yes, it does.
Hey, are you a fan of good old Agatha Christie novels? Or are modern works with elements of thriller more to your liking? It's time to test yourself.
Let's do it.
We're all familiar with typical IQ tests that rate your intelligence level after you've answered 40 standardized questions. But there are some other ways to find out what your inner genius can do. We found several riddles that only a few people can figure out. Do you feel brave enough to crack them?
Yeah.
Then go ahead and test your detective skills with these riddles.
Let's go.
After each riddle, you'll be given 15 seconds to find the answer. Here we go. Number 7, jailbreak.
Let's do it.
Jack is placed in a cell with a dirt floor and only one window positioned so high no one could reach it. The cell is empty except for a shovel. It's hot and dry there, but Jack won't get any food or drink anytime soon. He has only 2 days to break out of the jail. If not, he'll die. We know what you have immediately thought, but no, digging a tunnel is not an option as it will take more than 2 days. So, how should Jack escape the cell? What's your guess? Don't forget, you can pause the video to have more time to think.
You literally can, I say build a sand thing, step on it and get through, or he can literally put the shovel down, step on it and jump out the window. He literally can do that. I say build something, this sand, and step out. I say stand or stand on the shovel. Step on sand or stand on the shovel. Build.
All set? Here's the answer.
Do it.
Well, the way out for Jack turned out to be a piece of cake. He had to use the shovel to make a pile of dirt under the window, climb on it, and escape from the cell.
That's what I'm talking
Seriously,
about.
who secures prisoners this way?
That's one.
All right,
that's one.
Number 6, a stolen necklace. Mrs. Smith went to the police claiming that her vintage necklace was missing. The woman was upset. When the police arrived, they saw no signs of a break-in, no messed up locks, no misplaced doors. Only one window was broken. There was a total mess inside the house and dirty footprints all over the floor. Surprisingly, the next day, Mrs. Smith was arrested for fraud. Why?
Oh, because why would footprints be inside if the dirt is outside?
Are you ready there?
Yeah.
5 seconds left.
Yeah. Right?
Here's the answer. The police were sure that Mrs. Smith lied to them because the window was broken from the inside. If it had been broken from the outside, little pieces of glass would have been on the room's floor. Number 5, murder at school.
Damn.
On the first day of the school year, a geography teacher was murdered.
Damn.
The police had as many as 4 suspects. They were the gardener, the math teacher, the coach, and even the school principal. Yeah, I vote for the principal.
Yeah, I thought.
Now, the sticking point was that they all had alibis. The gardener was cutting bushes, the math teacher was holding a mid-year test, the coach was playing basketball, the principal was in the office. Despite this, the killer was arrested immediately. Can you guess who killed the geography teacher and how the police solved the mystery? You have 15 seconds to find the killer.
I feel like they said something about a teacher. Hold on, let's do it one more time. Hold on.
Were the gardener, the math teacher, the coach, and even the school principal. Yeah, I vote for the principal. Now, the sticking point was that they all had alibis. The gardener was cutting bushes, the math teacher was holding a mid-year test, the coach was playing basketball, the principal was in the office. Despite this, the killer was arrested immediately. Can you guess who killed the geography teacher and how the police solved the mystery? You have 15 seconds to find the killer.
A mid-year. I say the math teacher, even though the gardener looks suspect. I would say the math teacher. Why would he have?
The killer was the math teacher.
I knew it.
According to his own words, he was holding a mid-year test. But the crime happened on the first day of the school year. He needs to learn how to lie better, don't you think?
Man, I knew. That's 2.
Number 4, a lonely man.
That man look creepy.
A lonely old man lived in his house in the suburbs of a city. He led a quiet life. Perhaps he was a homebody, as he never left his dwelling for long. It was a midsummer Friday when the mailman walked by and called out for the man. There was no answer coming from inside the house. The mailman looked into the window and, oh no, saw the man in a pool of blood. When the policeman arrived, he found Tuesday's newspaper, 2 bottles of warm milk, and 1 bottle of cold milk. The next day, the killer was arrested. Do you know how the police found out who it was so quickly? What is your idea?
It was the dude delivering milk. Was the dude delivering milk the milkman?
5 seconds remaining.
I say the
Can
milkman.
you see the answer?
The dang milkman.
It was obviously the mailman. He knew that no one in that house would read a newspaper on Wednesday or Thursday. That's why he came only on Friday.
Oh, wow.
Number 3,
Like the
2
milkman.
pills. A serial killer had a particular practice going. He kidnapped people and made them take one of 2 pills. One was harmless, the other was poisonous. Whichever pill a victim took, the serial killer took the other one. Then the scheme repeated itself continuously. Victims took their pills with water and died. The killer repeatedly survived. How did he always get the harmless pill? Good luck, your time has started.
Because his pill was always good. Maybe he faked the damn pill. No. We're doing this again.
And made them take one of 2 pills.
One of 2.
One was harmless, the other was poisonous. Whichever pill a victim took,
he didn't
the
take a
serial
pill.
killer took the other one.
Wait, shit.
Then the scheme repeated itself continuously. Victims took their pills with water and died. The killer repeatedly survived. How did he always get the harmless pill? Good luck, your time has started.
It wasn't the pill, it's the water. The water is poisonous. It doesn't care about the pill, the water is poisonous. Watch. That's 3. Watch this, that's 3. The water is poisonous. Watch.
Here's the answer. The serial killer was tricking people.
Yeah, the water.
The poison was in the glass of water his victims drank, not in the pill.
That's 3.
Oh, that stinks. So unfair.
That's 3, baby.
Anyway, number 2, frozen windows. Once, on a cold winter day, a tragedy happened. John found his friend dead in his own house. John called the police and said he was just passing by Jack's house when he decided to drop by to see him. He had been knocking and ringing the bell for a long time. However, all was silent. Perhaps Jack wasn't at home. But John could very well see the light in the room through a frozen window. He breathed on the ice window glass and saw Jack on the floor. Unexpectedly for John, the police arrested him as the main suspect. Why? 15 seconds to go.
Because you can't breathe on a window from the inside.
Only 5 seconds
from the
left.
outside to see the inside. You can't do that, right?
Obviously, John hasn't thought his legend through.
He can't breathe.
He wouldn't be able to unfreeze the window glass
from the outside.
because it's usually icy on the inside.
That's 4.
And finally, number 1, chemical substances. A famous chemist was murdered in his lab. There was no evidence found except for a piece of paper with the names of chemical substances on it. On the day he was murdered, the chemist had only 3 visitors: his wife Mary, his nephew Nicholas, and his friend Jonathan. The police arrested the murderer right away. How did they know who it was? A little hint. Pay closer attention to the note.
Wait, okay, hold on.
Chemical substances.
Pay closer to the note. Okay.
A famous chemist was murdered in his lab. There was no evidence found except for a piece of paper with the names of chemical substances on it. On the day he was murdered, the chemist had only 3 visitors: his wife Mary, his nephew Nicholas, and his friend Jonathan. The police arrested the murderer right away. How did they know who it was? A little hint. Pay closer attention to the note.
Okay, let's pause it real quick. C-O. Nicholas, because there's nickel in it. Right? Nickel. What's the damn names? And his friend Jonathan. For you got Lathinum, then you got Nicholas, and you have wife. What the heck? Huh. That's let's go back to this part. This is part.
And his friend Jonathan.
Okay. His nephew Nicholas, Nickel, and his friend Jonathan, Lathanum. His wife Mary. There's nothing with Mary on it. But there's nickel for Nicholas, and there's Lathanum for Jonathan. So that means
the police arrested the murderer right away. How did they know who it was?
I think it's Nick.
A little hint. Pay closer attention to the note.
Let's go with I'm going with Jonathan. I'm gonna go with Jonathan, but I'm also thinking Nicholas. Jonathan?
The answer is hidden in the note. This piece of paper had a clue. If you combine the short names of the chemical substances on the paper, you'll get a name. N-I-C-O.
Wow. I was looking at C-O-N-L-S, but I'm like, no. Wow.
L-A-S. Even dying, this man remained a real chemist. Speaking of chemists, here's one for you. Johnny was a chemist's son, but Johnny is no more. For what he thought was H2O was H2SO4, which is of course sulfuric acid. Oops. Well, did you manage to solve these detective riddles? Did you? Wow, if so, don't forget to hit like and share this video with your friends. If we get at least...
I got better. But put in the comments y'all like that video and how many y'all got right if y'all played. Subscribe for more content. You want to. Thumbs up if you like the video. Post notifications you want to know when I upload. Put in the comments whatever else you want me to react to. And challenges I got you. And I'm out. Peace to your family. Love, blessings. Skirt.
I know your song.